Hello there. Been a while since an update. I hope you've all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Last time I spoke to you, the car was ready to go for its powder coating. I've had a few issues since then, but eventually it went to powder coating, and that was an issue in itself. The guys who did it had a bit of a problem with it, but managed to sort it out, so it was a bit longer there than I expected. And to tell you the truth, since I've had it back, that's all I've been concentrating on, is starting to put things together. As you'll notice, there's a lot of bits already on the car. I put the rear suspension under there and the front suspension. We'll go to the front because that's a bit more complete. This contraption here has been how I've been measuring my bump steer. And I've discovered that I need to raise the steering rack up by 13mm. I'm waiting for spacers for that, but I put temporary spacers in it, and it has sorted that out. It may need tweaking here and there once it's on the road, but it'll be perfectly drivable in that state as it is. So front suspension's on, hubs, discs, as you can see there, they're all in place and ready. The spring has been taken off the damper at the moment because I've had to put the damper on it to ensure the bump steer was measured correctly. Steering rack, that's all in place. Steering column is partly there. Front bulkhead isn't attached yet, but it's in there to ensure that everything is in the right place. Steering column is fixed in place. That's not really going to move anywhere. The ropey old Focus steering wheel has to stay on for now, but I'll look to change that as soon as I can. I'm just basically mocking up a few other bits and pieces inside the car. Today I've been doing the rear bulkhead, looking at mounting the tank as well, position of that. Next time, hopefully now, I'll be getting the gear lever and handbrake in position. But yes, the car is slowly coming together. I am waiting for bushes for the other side of the suspension to become on. And obviously I've got this is the engine. I built it up over a little period of time. The rocker cover has been carbon dipped and looks very nice, if I do say so. Coil packs. Now you see there's two different coil packs in there. I'm trying out two different ones. I'm not very happy with the Duratec coil at the moment. That's this one here. If I pull it out and show you and place it into this one, and what I get is it's very close, if not knocking, on this bit by here when it's actually fitted in and sat in there properly. So I'm not sure what to do with that yet. May turn it around, may try it the other way. I'll have to have a whole new plate made up for that. It might fit better, I don't know, but I had one of these lying around. It's a coil off a TFSI. It's a much better coil, but unfortunately when it's sat in there it's too tall. I think it'll just look odd. At least with the Ford Duratec coil pack, it will sit down nicely, even though it doesn't locate as well. It has to have a plate on the top of here. I have one, but it's not very well made. So I'll either have to make a new one or find an alternative coil to use in it. I don't want to use the original coil. That bolts on the back of here. I have plans for the back of there which will incorporate the thermostat and the expansion tank. So I'm trying to keep all that as clear as possible. Everything else is just coming together, just all painted up and cleaned up and all new parts, etc. And yeah, so I'm waiting now on a flywheel and clutch for this. My gearbox has gone to my friends for a refurb and a rebuild, make sure there's nothing wrong with it. And once all that's back, then that can all go back in. So yeah, just a little update. One of the other things I'm looking to do is where this comes through. This is only 2mm steel aluminium plate. I will look to put something stronger in place from there to that side. If you would come around this side and have a look, there is a nice piece of plate there that I can extend something from to there to there. So I got a piece of aluminium that will do that, and that's about it really. So yes, I'm trying to move along as quickly as I can. So sorry for the lack of updates if you're still watching. Yeah, that's my crude setup as well for tracking. I don't have a tracking gauge in the garage, but taking measurements from that appears to have worked. and that's one of the reasons why there's jacks underneath my lovely stands there, because I need to level the car up and the floor is not very level. So there you have it, an update at least. Coming along quickly. I'm well behind. My plan was to get on the road for spring 2020, but I'm currently looking at probably midsummer before I get anywhere near it to be on the road. So there we are. Thanks for watching. I'm glad if you stuck around, and hopefully we'll get somewhere. Right, take it easy. Have a good year.